Magandang buhay sa ating lahat. Ngayon po ay pag-aaralan natin tungkol sa operation on functions. Mayroong apat na operations on functions, namely addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Ang ating pagtutuunan ngayon ay tungkol sa addition of functions. So an overview. Operations on functions are similar to operations on numbers. Each operation has a formal definition which produces a new functions. So it means, class, na when we perform operation on functions, the result is a new functions. Okay, so let's proceed to sum of functions or addition of functions. Let f and g be any two functions. Their sum, denoted by f plus g, is the function defined by f plus g of x equals f of x plus g of x. So we have here example number 1. Given the two functions, f of x equals 2x and g of x equals x minus 4. Find f plus g. As a solution, your first step is to write the formula. So f plus g of x is simply equal to f of x plus g of x. Ang sunod ay magsusubstitute na kayo. Ano yung f of x na given? So from the given, that's 2x. Ang g of x is x minus 4. Then after that is to combine similar terms. So you add now the functions by combining similar terms. 2x and x are similar, so we add the numerical coefficient. 2 plus 1 is 3, and we copy the same literal coefficient, which is x. Then we copy negative 4, and that's the sum of the two function f plus g, which is equal to 3x minus 4. Another example. Suppose the given function f is equal to x minus 3 and g is equal to 2x plus 4. What is the sum of the two functions represented by f plus g? As a solution, so always write first the definition of the two functions, f of x plus g of x, and then substitute. Our f of x is x minus 3, and our g of x is 2x plus 4. Then after that is to combine similar terms. X is similar to 2x. Having the same sign, we copy the sign and we add the numerical coefficient. 2 plus 1 is 3x. And then negative 3 and then positive 4, unlike sign. So we subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. And we copy the sign of the bigger absolute value, which is positive. That's the sum of the two functions. Another example. Given the two function f, which is equal to 3x plus 2, and g, which is equal to 4 minus 5x. What is the sum of the two functions? Always write the formula. So we have f of x plus g of x, and then our f is 3x plus 2, our g is 4 minus 5x. Then combining similar terms, 2x is similar to negative 5x. But unlike sign, we are going to subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. And we copy the sign negative because 5 is bigger than 3. So negative 2x. Positive 2 and 4 are similar, and we can combine. 4 plus 2 is 6. That's the sum of the two functions. Now, another example. Suppose f, we have 3x plus 2, and g is 4 minus 5x. But you are going to get the sum of the two functions when the variable x became n. So it's already evaluation of the sum of two functions when x is equal to n. So your first step is to write first the definition of the sum of two functions. Then after that, you write first the given of the first function f and the second function f. Then substitute the independent variable by the value which is n. So what will you do is replace x by n in f and x by n and g. It's easy. Yung 3x magiging 3n plus 2. Yung 4 minus 5x magiging 4 minus 5n. And then simplify. 3n and negative 5n are similars but unlike signs, so you need to subtract. That is 2n, but the sign of 2n is negative. Then 2 plus 4 are similar. The same sign, you add and copy the sign. That's positive 6. So that's the final answer. The sum of the two functions when x is evaluated by n is negative 2n plus 6. Another example. Suppose the given function is equal to 4x minus 5 and g is equal to x squared plus 4. What is the sum of the function evaluated by or evaluated at x equals 2? Now we have here two methods. The first method is just add the two function. So we have 4x minus 5 and x squared plus 4. Then simplify. X squared has no similar, so you just copy. 4x has no similar, so you just copy. Negative 5 and 4 are similar. Unlike sign, you subtract and you copy the sign of the bigger number in terms of its absolute value. This is the sum of the two functions. Now, your next step is to evaluate this sum. So when x is 2, you replace x by 2. Okay? So you have 2 squared and then 4x is 4 times 2 minus 1. That's 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2, 8. And then negative 1. 8 plus 4 is 12. Minus 1 is 11. Another method is you add first. Okay? Or you directly substitute or evaluate its function when x is equal to 2. Okay, so we have 4 times 2 minus 5, and for g, we have 2 squared plus 4. 4 times 2 is 8 minus 5. 2 squared is 2 times 2. 2 squared, it means you multiply 2, itong kulay pula, sa sarili niya. So we have 2 times 4 plus 4 is 8. And 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 4, 16. Minus 5 is 11. So that's the value of the function when you get the sum of the two functions evaluated by 2. Now, another example. Suppose the given function f is equal to n cubed plus 3n squared minus 5 and g of n is equal to n plus 3. Find f plus g of n. In this case, our given function has an independent variable of n. Okay? It's n. Okay? Hindi lang lahat x. So we have, this is the definition of the sum. You just copy the first function represented by color blue, n cubed plus 3n squared minus 5, and g of n, yung n plus 3. Ang next step is to combine similar terms. Yung n cube walang kapareho, so kukopyahin mo lang yung n cube. Yung 3n squared, walang kapareho, kukopyahin mo rin lang yung 3n squared. And yung n, walang kapareho, kukopyahin mo lang. Okay? But then negative 5 and positive 3 are similar, but unlike, you subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2, and the sign is negative. That's the sum of the two functions. Okay. Another example. Suppose the given f of n is equal to n cubed plus 3n squared minus 5, and g of n is equal to n plus 3. Evaluate the function f plus g when n is equal to 3. Okay, so our method 1 here is just get the sum of the two function and immediately substitute or replace n. Papalitan natin yung independent variable na n by 3 sa bawat function. Papalitan natin ng 3 sa f of n, papalitan natin ng 3 yung n ng g. Okay. And then we simplify. 3 cube, it means you multiply itong kulay pula to itself 3 times. 3 times 3, 9, times 3 is 27. And then 3 squared muna, PEMDAS rule, exponent muna, bago i-multiply dito sa labas na 3. So 3 times 3, 9, times 3 sa labas is 27, minus 5, positive times positive 3, para mawala itong parenthesis, positive 3 plus 3. Okay. So, 27 plus 27. Okay? And ang nangyari dito sa solution ko is 27 plus 3 plus 3. Lahat ng positive muna. And then, minultiply ito na 3 times 9 is 27. Then, we add all the positive. 33 plus 27 is 55. Minus 5 is 50. 33 plus 27 minus 5 is 55. Or another method is, you get first the sum of f plus g of n. This is the sum of f plus g of n. Before you substitute or replace, pag sinabing replace, papalitan natin yung variable n by 3. Yan ang tinatawag na evaluate the functions or the sum of the function. So we have n cubed plus 3n squared plus 3 minus 2. So 3 cubed is 27. 3 times 3, 9. Times 3 is 27. Okay. Then, so 3 times 9, 27. Itong 28 saan galing? 27 plus 3 is 30 minus 2 is 28. 28 plus 25 is 55. Another example. Suppose the given function f of n equals n cubed plus 3n squared minus 5 and g of n equals n plus 3. Evaluate the sum of the function f and g when n is equal to negative 2. The same, we have method 1, directly substitute or direkta natin papalitan yung independent variable na n by negative 2 sa g at sa f. Okay, so we have negative 2 cubed plus 3 times negative 2 squared kasi may 3n squared minus 5. Then sa g, which is n plus 3, yung n papalitan ng negative 2 plus 3. And then we simplify, negative 2 cube, ang ibig sabihin, negative 2, i-multiply sa sarili tatlong beses. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, times negative 2 is negative 8. Because in multiplication, when you multiply, maraming signs, bawat dalawang negative or parihong sign, the answer is positive. In this case, tatlo ng negative, so meaning the answer is negative. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4, times 3 is positive 12, and then negative 5 plus negative 2, the same sign, we add negative 7 plus 3. So, you can simplify step by step para kumonte na siya. Then, we add the same sign. Negative 8 plus negative 7 is negative 15. And we add the same positive. 12 plus 3 is 15. Unlike sign, we subtract. And the answer is 0. We have another method too. Yung inad na muna lahat ng functions. Yung n cubed plus 3n squared plus n minus 2. That's the sum of the two functions. Before we replace n or bago natin papalitan yung n ng negative 2. Yung n is negative 2 cubed plus 3 times n negative 2 squared plus yung n papalitan ng negative 2 minus 2. Then we simplify. Negative 2 cubed is negative 8. Ito munang may square. Negative 2 times negative is positive 4 times 3 is 12. Then, we add all negative. Negative 8 plus negative 2 plus negative 2. Adding the same sign, add the number and copy the sign. So that's negative 12 plus 12. Unlike sign, pag dalawa na lang, you subtract. Because unlike sign is, you are going to subtract and the answer is 0. Okay. That's all. Enjoy watching.